watching that video. We lost Mom a year and a half ago, and I got to collect myself here. Our mom, this is my brother Lincoln. I'm Pamela, by the way. Our mom has left an indelible mark on the sports broadcasting industry, and we're just so happy that she's finally being recognized for her contributions with this prestigious acknowledgement. You know, as a kid growing up in Kentucky, I knew my mom had this big deal sportscasting job, and that understanding was cultivated through watching my friends' dads, who always took this special interest in dropping off and picking up their daughters from play dates at my house. And now it all makes sense. And in college, I vividly remember taking Mom to my favorite hangout during Parents' Weekend and suddenly being surrounded by a slew of my friends' dads offering up shots on a tray. I mean, they were like a giddy schoolboy that they were in the presence of the Phyllis George. And while she certainly left the mark on plenty of men, it really was the women that she blazed a trail for that is the biggest part of her shining legacy. And if she could be up here today, I think that's what she would tell you. My mom had the grace, grit, and gumption mixed in with a little small-town naivete that allowed her to survive and thrive in a man's world, carving out her own niche of getting even the most straight-laced and shy athletes to open up, as you just saw a little bit of in that video there. And that is best exemplified in this story that she tells in her book, Never Say Never, where she says, "My first assignment was an interview with superstar basketball center Dave Cowens of the Boston Celtics. The challenge, to get Cowens, a red-headed giant with a reserved nature, to talk to me. The problem? Cowens disliked interviews. The second problem? He had no idea they were going to send a woman to do the job. Cowens and his teammates took one look at me and rolled their eyes. I could feel them thinking, oh God, they sent a girl? I tried to ignore them. Hey Dave, how are you? I cheerily called out to him. No answer. I tried a second time. Silence. Obviously, Dave was a man of few words, but it just so happened I was a woman of many, many words. And that is so true. So I kept talking and talking and didn't stop talking, even when he got in his Jeep to escape. And then my mom, Phyllis George, never wanted to be rejected, jumped in his car with him and refused to get out until 45 minutes later when they reached his cabin and Dave, vanquished, opened a beer and then opened up in a way his fans had never seen before. Dave Cowens was the first of many athletes to experience the phenomenon we affectionately called Hurricane Phil. She was a true force of nature. And just like she did for that interview, my mom fought like hell in the face of so much adversity. And in fighting for herself, she was also fighting for other women to succeed and be taken seriously in the sports broadcasting world. Most of all, she allowed other girls to see that their dreams could be turned into a reality, including my own. I now have my own show on CNN. I anchor weekend evenings. My mom inspired me every step of the way. And I have a lot of you in this room to thank for taking ratings away from my show on Sunday evenings. I see a precipitous drop during Sunday Night Football. But my mom would be the first to tell you that she was able to succeed because of her support system. Her beloved parents, Grammy and Bob, and Dee Emerson, who is here today. She is at our table tonight. Dee started working with Mom at CBS Sports and stood by her side for decades through thick and thin. This is such a beautiful addition to our mom's legacy, and as her children, we really couldn't be more proud. Thank you so much.